to Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, so here we are on Photoshop, and last time the last session we talked about layers, we talked about layers, we talked about documents, how to create our documents. We talk about how to work with layers. I'm going to be going over it again today. But now this is Photoshop, everyone. And then starting from here, today we're going to be talking about these tools. This is the toolbar. We talked about all of this bar. You can see my cursor right now. This is everywhere. This is all of the things that we dealt with last time. And then this is the move tool, like the name implies. It is move tool. So what we use is to move we use it to move anything whatsoever. We use it to move layers, move whatever that you want to move. You can move anything, move text, move background, move everything. So I'm pressing Ctrl Z here now to undo all of the things that I've done. So you can move like this, move, whatever. Everything is movable with the move tool. Yeah, so this is the marquee tool, and then I want to change to marquee tool, so I'm pressing my okay. One other thing is these are on this tool we have the artboard tool, but as beginners you don't need something like that. Currently you don't need it, so I'll say that you just leave it for now. This is the marquee tool. We have the rectangular marquee tool, we have the elliptical marquee tool, the single row marquee tool, the single column marquee tool. So what this marquee tool does is when you pick it up, you can affect whatever that you want to affect here. For example, let's say that we have a picture here. I want to put a picture. I'm dragging in a picture right now. Let's say that we drag the picture inside there. Let's say that we drag the picture inside there, and then I pressed Ctrl T to adjust it. I drag the picture inside, then I'm pressing Ctrl T, and then when I want to resize it, I hold my Shift and my Alt together, and then I drag. Shift and Alt together to drag like this. So this is an image, and then you can you can do whatever that you want to do with these with this image. Now let's just we're going to be using this image to test all of these tools now. So now this is the marquee tool. If we put it on it now, we can be able to do whatever that we want to do on this image in the area that it has captured. For example, let's just bring adjustment here. Okay, now let's say that I want to change the color of this place. You see that is the only place that is changing. You see, that's the only place that is getting affected, not all the layers. This is what we are changing. So what you need if you want to create an effect on a part of the document that is not all of it, if you can expand it like this, you can bring it down, you can bring it to this place, you can expand it like that, or not, you might not. So that is the work of the marquee tool. And another thing that the marquee tool does is Let me undo this. Another thing that the marquee tool does is, if this is an image like this, you can delete that section of the image. How do you delete that? If it is not deleting now, I'm pressing delete now. It said could not complete already because the smart object is not directly editable. And if you come here, you see, look at this thing. It means that it is not editable here. If I double click here now, it takes me to another place where you can edit this picture. So, but instead of doing that, most of the time, what you need to do is just to rasterize this layer. And when you rasterize the layer, you can be able to use marquee tool to delete. Make sure that you are working on that layer. Hold the layer and then delete. Did you see that? Ctrl Z. Bring Ctrl Alt Z to bring everything down. And then when you are using, when you no longer need your marquee tool, what you need to do is just do Ctrl D to deselect. We have done many things now. I did Ctrl D to deselect marquee tool. We use that to deselect marquee tool. Supposed to be. So we deselected marquee tool with that, and then we also did a Ctrl Alt Z, Ctrl Alt Z, Ctrl plus Alt Z, Z to what? To undo. Another way to undo is to come here and just hit undo, Ctrl Z, step backward, Ctrl Z or Ctrl Z. So that is that about that. Let's move on to other tools. Let's move on to other tools. Now, other tools that we have here, we have this is for the elliptical tool. We can also do the same here. You know, that is for the other shape. We can also use single row marquee tool, just a row, and all that. You can explore all of that out. So another thing here is the lasso tool. We have the lasso tool, the first lasso tool, and the polygonal lasso tool and the magnetic lasso tool. So majorly the work of the lasso tool is the major work of the lasso tool is to remove backgrounds. You want to remove backgrounds. If you want to remove the background, so of this, for example, let's cut up the image. You want to cut up the background of this image now. This is basically how to go about it. This fine woman, I'm going to be removing the background of this fine woman with the lasso tool. Look at the lasso tool. We use this is polygonal lasso tool, and this is the another lasso tool. You can start from when you have picked up the tool and you are sure that you are on that layer. Make sure that you pick up that layer. Look at here. Look at the active layer that is active here. So and then you start. Let's use the polygonal lasso tool. Most of the time, it is best to zoom out so that you can see the things that you are doing. What I did there is just to hold Z and enlarge it. I held Z, and then to take it back to the good view, you use Control O to bring it, and then Control plus to enlarge, Control minus to zoom in. So let's start. Starting here, and then we are cutting this image so that we can be fast and not be too. So this is what you do about. This is what you do. This is, you first start from outside, and then everywhere you start to just pick it up like that, one by one, 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 like that. You hold up space to drag down, When you hold up space, you can be able to drag down. You see that it has changed when I left my space now, and then you have that pointer of polygonal lasso again. So you have to start to take it away, take it like that, like that, like that. You drag down, go, like that, like that, like that. We're cutting the background now. I want to be very fast so that we can cover a lot. So in this area, you have to be very careful to take away the air one by one, one by one, by one by one, one by one, one. So this is how to go about it. To cut the shoulder, cut everywhere. Make sure that you zoom in well so that you can know the correct things that you're cutting all of those things out now, because you don't have time. If it's a project that you're working on, you have to be very, very. So now that you have cut everything out, don't come here, go the other way around and click where you started. You can see that when it has not gotten to where we started, it didn't have the zero at that. It had a circle, that polygonal lasso. So when you have gotten there, when you're seeing that lasso, then you click it. Now it has captured everywhere. And then this is how you delete the background. You right click, come to feather, give it feather, and then you can delete. I've taken up that background. Picking up that background. So from here now, you can be able to do whatever that you want to do with the picture. Delete it from here now. So delete. And you have deleted it now. And then you can be able to walk. It's not looking good at all. So let me try and make it look good. Try and make it look good. Now the time that I'm supposed to be very patient. Supposed to be very patient. So feather, make it 5 feather. This lady will be very, very angry with me when she sees this picture. Okay, so 5 away. So we can we don't necessarily need to work with something perfect. So because this is not get that away now. And then in case of times that you want to do something fast, this is another way to get rid of the background. I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get rid of the background later. I'm going to learn how to get rid of another way to get rid of the background is go to remove.bg. So when you go to remove.bg, that's one of the tools that remove.bg is a tool that we're going to be dropping all of that in the after the class, and we're dropping it. So remove.bg is one of the tool that you're going to be using for your design. It is very, very fast to use. All you just need to do is to drag your photo or your image to the site, and then to remove the hair high, remove it for you. But most of the time it's not always good. It's good to come here and remove the background personally by yourself. So another one is the magnetic lasso tool. So the magnetic lasso tool is also does something like the polygonal lasso tool. So what that does is, this one is That's very, very fast. So you just lay it upon it like that. You can see just when you want to change it, you can go like that. So you come back here, and then you can give it further 5 to then you can come back here again, click out, start again, start laying it. So just keeps okay. So this is very, I think this is kind of faster, but in my case I use polygonal lasso tool all the time. I use polygonal lasso tool. It also works like polygonal lasso tool, so just feather 5. Okay, and then you delete, Control D. I've taken away the background, so you can use your polygonal lasso tool to all of this. Who's that? Please mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay. So okay. Yeah, so let's continue. Control D. We have that's that about that now. So let's move on to this is open selection tool. Open selection tool. Open selection tool. I'm just trying to work on the same image. So open selection tool and magic wand tool. So this also does the same thing. So we just come like that. So you come here, you can take my mouse to drag it out, 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 drag it out. Then you go to plus again to come here. Then you delete. Not perfect, but it does. If you that's just how this work. If you are careful with it, be able to remove the background and do something beautiful with it. So let's move on. The same with the magic wand, does the same thing. So this is crop tool, perspective crop tool, slice tool, and size select tool. Tomorrow we're going to be learning a trick tomorrow. I'm going to be showing how to do carousel slides, Instagram slides tomorrow. So this slice tool is going to be useful tomorrow when we do it. So it is not useful for anything here, but personally I seldomly also use a perspective crop tool. I don't even know what that is, but the crop tool is for cropping. From the crop all of everything that is include that now is to crop it here, just like the way crop tool works normally. So this is a eyedropper tool 3. If you want to pick a color like that, take any color from anywhere. That is what this eyedropper tool does. Pick any color on it. Probably you just drag in a document. Let me try. I'm dragging one document now. Comment. Let me drag in this. So I just drag this in, and then I want to use I can take the color dropper, eyedropper, and then you see I have the color here already. So then I can delete this. This is where I can get colors from there like that. So this is a spot healing tool. Okay, so what this spot healing tool does is that it can spot healing tool for photo editors, majorly people that do photo editing. That's what they do. So if you have pimples, this is not a picture that has pimples now. It would have been so good, but healing brush tool also does the same thing. Patch tool, so you can you have it all like that. You just clean it up, you clean things up, clean things up, clean things up. Do photography as well. For example, let's do something now. Let's wipe away these let's assume that we want to take away these highs and put something else there. So what you just do is to come here, just or let's take away the eyebrow. So come here now and just come to this spot only, and then you just wipe away like that, and then that's it. And then you take away the fine eyebrow. Take away the fine eyebrow, just like that, and just take it away. Z, or you want to take away the, let's say you want to take away these highs. This lady's gonna fight me like this. So something like that. Okay, so that's what spot healing tool does. Let's see that you want to take away these highs too, and then you want to put the high of yeah, coming. Let me just get I want to get a frog eyes and just put it there. Coming frog eyes. What I'm doing right now is just to go to Google and get a frog eyes. I'm on Google right now, frog eyes. Copy, paste there. You can see you want to just okay, so coming. I don't know what I'm doing right, but I'm doing right now, but I want to try and show you how to try and take away this frog guys with me. I don't know what I'm doing, but so just try to whatever that it is. So if you get, let me take away this fine highs back. Let me take all of this back. So it God forbid, this beautiful lady. So that's the work of the spot healing tool and the healing brush tool. I think practically what of all of these two tools are the same thing. So this is brush tool. So this is for anytime you want to use a brush tool, don't forget, make sure you create a new layer. This is how to create a new layer. You come here, you can see here, see my cursor there, so you can create a new layer there. When you create a new layer there, you can be able to use this brush tool. You know, just for example, you want to just do whatever that you want to do. You can increase the size here, increase the size here. So then do something beautiful with it. As you get into the class, you'll see how to utilize all this. So this pencil, this pencil tool, you can draw whatever that you want to draw. You can use it. So majorly this is being used for you can see You can, whatever that you want to do with all of these tools, color replacement tool, all of this. So clone stamp. So okay, another thing for clone stamp. I think I want to talk about clone stamp. So what clone stamp does is, okay, let's come here. Yeah. So this can be cloned into this place. For example, look at the way this is now, and then you want to copy this area, then you want to paste in some other area. So this is basically how it works. You just when you click your clone stamp, make sure that you're on the same. So you hold Alt and and then you can paste it there. So what clone stamp does is it can take this and bring it away there. Let's create another one there. You can come here, duplicate something else there. So you can do whatever with clone stamp on this layer. Depends on what you want to use it for. So this is history. Okay, this is brush tool. Okay, this is brush tool. So there are various kinds of brushes here. Store new brushes tool. So on that layer, then if you want to also use a brush tool, like I said the other time, like this brush tool, history brush tool, art brush tool. If you want to use all of those tools, you have to first create a new layer. Create a new layer. Create a new layer. Then after you have created a new layer, you can then now use your history. You can use your brush tool. Brush tool. Start to whatever. You can just whatever that you want to do with a brush tool. You can do everything, anything whatever that you want to do with your brush tool. So eraser tool. Okay, like that other one. Let me bring in this guy again. Tamper with the other one. So when you come here like this, the eraser tool, what eraser tool does is you can also erase like that. That's the worker that it does. Take away the eyes, take away the eyes, take away like that. So background magic eraser tool, when you use this now, you can take away the background once and for all. But most of the time it's not always neat, so you might need to this is gradient tool. This is to create gradients. What you basically need to do is just drag it like that, and then it creates gradient. And then you can bring this guy to the back like that. You also can set your gradient to various different colors. How you change your gradient to different color. When you have it here, you can come here, change your gradient, drag it down to give us something else. gradient. Gradient is just using two or more colors. You can use as many as possible colors that you want to use. You can create new gradient here and then call it blue, black. Then you can come here. Oh, I don't read that. Then we can come here and so click on that gradient tool there. It comes and then you pick up the tool and then bring out let's take this color. And then the other one, we also change it here. Change it to this color. And then we come there and drag it down and change this to the other color. That's the work of gradient. You can create as many as possible gradients. You can change the orientation of the gradient, and then you can drag this to the other side and drag that to the other side. And then when we create it, yellow goes up and then blue comes down. Or you can use linear gradients, edit your gradients, and you can save your gradients so that you can reuse them. Yes, so you can use them. And then what else? Okay, so let's move on. This is blur tool. Taking away that gradient now. So blur tool. What blur tool does is identify this blur tool. So sharpen tool. Okay, this for I've just sharpened tool before for sharpening up a blurry image where you have something blur. You can use the sharpen tool to sharpen it and all of it. You can also destroy the image as time goes on. So you don't know how to use it well. This is dot tool. This is pen tool. Yeah, when we get to Illustrator, we use more of pen tool, but pen tool is also very, very essential. You can draw crazy things with pen tool. Okay. So you can draw whatsoever. Yeah. So this is the test tool. And you can using the the latest version, that is 2020 2021. The more you pick up the pen tool, it will bring a Lorem Ipsum for you. Then you can edit it. You can create a text box. Let's create something like this and then say, let me go and get a random text generator now. And just generate text generator. Okay, just copy something, paste here. So if you paste that here, it won't exceed, to not exceed that that area. Change the color of text here. Change the color of text there. That will not do well. Push it down. And do whatever that you want to do with the text, right? Pick up this, take this one, take it better, pick up that picking up this. Let's call this woman. Let's call this a woman magazine. Just trying to do something right now. This is woman magazine. And then we can drag this down. So don't worry, all of this thing now we're still going to touch them one by one when we are designing the flyer I want to design. Before the end of this class, I'd like us to design a flyer just from scratch. And is anybody, please, I'd like you to drop for me any content that we can work on tonight. Drop for me content that we can work on tonight, and then we can do something together. Okay. So we'll stop at the test tool. This is a part selection tool. I don't think you need that. This is also a shape tool. This is rectangle. That was what I used to. That's what I used to create this the other time. And then this is a rounded tool. I used to create that. Then you can also use and create the ellipse tool. You come here and fill it with text with and fill it here with color and take away the stroke here, or put a stroke here, increase the stroke here, increase the stroke of the core of the I don't want the stroke right now. So you just take away the stroke here. So this is the move tool. Probably you have it like this, and then you can be able to drag. The shortcut is basically space bar, and use the space bar like that, and then you can drag it. This is also the zoom tool.